हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल ओमनी ज्ञान। मेरे चैनल ओमनी ज्ञान में आप सब लोग का फिर से बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। सो अनदर इम्पॉर्टेंट लेसन फॉर क्लास 9 ऑन किलिंग अ ट्री बाय जीव पटेल, and this is in the English syllabus of class 9. Okay, and this is covered under both MBOSE and CBSE, and as usual I am going to make here a line by line explanation. So without any further delay, let us start the explanation. Now, let me tell all of you that this poem is a very beautiful poem, and there is a hidden message inside the poem. Okay, though the poem may seem to be a little violent, and at the end I will be doing a little bit of analysis for all of your better understanding of the poem. Okay, so the lines of the poem may seem to be a little violent, but let me tell you students that it is not violent at all. Okay, the poem has a very hidden meaning, a very emotional meaning is there that lies hidden in the poem, and that we will be discussing as we move on with the explanation of each of the stanza. Okay, so without much delay, we'll start with stanza 1. Okay, so if you open the book, you will see that stanza 1 is this. So it takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown, slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. So what is the meaning of this? What is the explanation? Let us see the explanation. So the poet here is telling that the poet says that it takes a long time to kill a tree. Now, let me tell you, we cut a tree. The name of the poem is On Killing a Tree. Generally, we cut a tree, but here killing is associated with human killing generally. Okay, so we can say that the poet associates tree with a a kind of with an human emotion. Okay, so the poet says that it will take a long time to kill a tree. You cannot kill it quickly or easily, so we cannot kill it very quickly or easily. So just hitting or cutting it, jabbing, okay, J-A-B, jab. If you see here, you will see not a simple jab. Jab here means to slash or to cut, okay. So just hitting or cutting it lightly with a knife will not be enough to kill the tree. So if you only hit or cut it very lightly with a knife, अगर आप बहुत हल्के से एक नाइफ से उसको काटने की कोशिश करेंगे इस पेड़ को, तो वो पेड़ नहीं मरेगा, ठीक है. It will not be enough to kill the tree. Why it is not enough to kill the tree with just a knife? Because you see the tree has grown slowly over many years. तो एक पेड़ को बड़ा होने में कई साल लग जाता है, right? And this tree has taken nutrients from the earth. Obviously, the roots absorb the nutrients from the earth, the minerals, the minerals from the earth, and then only a tree becomes strong. So एक छोटे से नाइफ से अगर आप इस ट्री को काटने जाएंगे तो वो ट्री नहीं मरेगा, क्योंकि ट्री जो है बहुत साल लगता है एक ट्री को बड़ा होने में. उसके रूट्स जो है, द रूट्स आर ऑल inside the ground, very firm, very strong, and the tree has taken nutrients from the earth, protein, nutrients, minerals from the earth. So the tree is very strong. Okay, तो हल्के एक नाइफ से काटने से वो नहीं कटेगा. It rises from the ground, so the tree rises from the ground, feeding on the soil. We all know that we have to give water to the roots, only then the tree becomes stronger. So slowly, slowly the tree has grown, the tree has risen from the ground, and the tree, it feeds on the soil, that is the earth's crust, for strength and growth. तो शक्ति और ग्रोथ के लिए ये ट्री जो है धीरे धीरे करके सॉइल से मिनरल्स और न्यूट्रिएंट्स लेता है और वो बड़ा बनता है. इट टेक्स minerals, nutrients from the soil, and slowly slowly the roots become stronger, and then the tree grows. Okay, not only that, the tree also gets many other things which makes the tree big and strong. So the tree absorbs sunlight. Obviously it is very important for a tree to grow. The tree takes air also, and the tree takes water. So sunlight, air, and water is very important for the growth of the tree. And this growth is not for 1 year or 2 years. It takes a lot of time, many years, many years of absorption of sunlight, air and water helps it to grow big and strong. तो बहुत सालों का सनलाइट, बहुत सालों का हवा, बहुत सालों का पानी जो है इस ट्री को बड़ा बनाता है और स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाता है. तो एक छोटे से नाइफ से आप इसको नहीं काट सकते. The phrase leprous hide. Now, in the poem, you have in the first stanza you have this line, leprous hide. Okay, this phrase leprous hide. इस phrase का meaning क्या है? It refers to the rough, uneven bark of the tree. तो leprous hide मतलब एक tree जो है, if you look at the tree, a tree is growing. There are roots which are firmly attached to the soil, to the earth, right? But even the trunk of the tree has an outer covering which is called the bark. That bark is also very strong, like say for example we human beings. So why I said in the beginning that the tree is compared to a human being, because first of all from the word killing we can know. Secondly, you see, we human beings, we have the bones, and then on the bones or over the bones we have muscles, tissues, and then on top of that we have the skin. So that is actually the bark. The bark is the strong skin of the tree, है ना. ये bark जो है ये एक strong skin है एक पेड़ का. Okay, and this bark is very rough. So despite this rough bark, the tree continues to sprout fresh green leaves. तो एक tree जो है इसके ऊपर there is a bark, outer layer and very strong and rough, but still the tree will continue to grow. The tree continues to sprout fresh green leaves. हर साल आप देखते हैं कि tree जो है वो fresh green leaves come in the month of March, April. Okay, despite the fact that it has a rough bark. तो ये same example हमारे ऊपर भी होता है कि though we have fresh skin, okay, though we have skin on our body, okay, but still we continue to grow, right? So in the same way the tree also continues to grow leaves, okay, green leaves. Next आते हैं हम लोग stanza 2 पे. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it, not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs, miniature boughs which if unchecked will expand again to former size. Now what is the meaning of stanza 2? The meaning, the explanation of stanza 2 is that if you cut or chop the tree repeatedly, it will not be enough to destroy it. तो अगर आप बार बार उसको कट कर रहे हैं, चॉपिंग कर रहे हैं, okay, repeatedly, again and again, still you see it will not be enough to destroy the tree. Why it is not enough to destroy the tree if you keep on cutting or chopping it with a knife? Because just cutting the branches is not enough to kill the tree. सिर्फ आप branches काट रहे, you are just cutting the branches. No, that will not kill the tree. Even if you cause pain or damage to the tree, does not completely stop its growth. So if you cause damage or pain to the tree also by cutting and chopping, no, the tree will not stop its growth. It will keep on growing and growing. वो tree जो है आप काटने के बाद भी वो tree जो है वो बड़ा होता जाएगा. The tree will continue to grow even if you cut again and again, even if you cause pain and damage to the tree. Okay, tree फिर भी बड़ा होता जाएगा. Even the injured bark, that is the outer covering of the tree, will heal over time. तो अगर आपने पेड़ काट दिया, okay, you cut the tree, but still you see the outer covering will heal again. वो फिर से जो है heal हो जाएगा, just like our human body. If we get a cut, if we get injured somewhere in any part of our body, slowly it gets healed over the time. Okay. Now, near the base or roots of the tree, new growth will start again. So, एक tree को अगर आप काटते हैं, if you cut, say from this portion of the tree, if you cut, okay, and the tree becomes now shorter, still you see after sometimes the tree will start growing. वो पेड़ जो है वो फिर से बड़ा होता जाएगा. ठीक है, near the base or the roots of the tree, again new growth will start. Not only that, small curled green branches which are called twigs, छोटे छोटे जो branches होते हैं ना ट्री के यहाँ पे जो लगते हैं, the small branches, this will also begin to grow back. ये जो है फिर से नए नए छोटे छोटे डाल आने लगेंगे, स्मॉल ब्रांचेस विल स्टार्ट कमिंग आउट एंड द ट्री विल अगेन ग्रो इनटू इट्स ओरिजिनल साइज. Okay, so these small twigs will turn into bigger branches which are known as boughs if it is left undisturbed. मतलब ये है कि say for example after cutting a tree, if you do not check that whether the tree has completely died or not, it will again start to grow. Similarly, if you kill a human being, okay, if one kills a human being and after killing immediately the killer runs away, but that killer has not checked whether the person has died or not, that person whom the killer has attacked may again survive, may again live. So it is very important that even after cutting, you have to check whether the tree is completely dead or not. Otherwise, small branches will start growing from the base part or the root portion of the tree. Alright, so you have to check. When you cut a tree, you have to check whether it is really dead or not. If you do not check, then again the tree will grow after some times. If these new branches are not cut or stopped, the tree will grow back to its original size. I have just told you this thing only, that after cutting a tree, you go away, okay, and you do not check. Then what will happen? Slowly, in few months, again new branches will grow and the tree will come to its original size. So after cutting you have to check. So the tree will continue to heal and grow back unless the roots are completely destroyed. So the thing that you must do, and we will learn this in stanza 3, the thing you must do is that the best thing to kill a tree is to cut it from the roots. When you cut the roots, only then the tree will die. But will the tree really die even if you cut the roots? क्या ये पेड़ सच में मर जाएगा अगर आपने रूट्स काट दिया? तो ब्रांचेस काटने का कोई फ़ायदा नहीं, रूट्स पे आपको अटैक करना होगा. तो अगर आपने रूट्स काट दिया तो क्या ये ट्री फिर भी मर जाएगा? We will see that in the third stanza. Stanza 3, no, the root is to be pulled out. तो ब्रांच काटने से नहीं होगा. Only simply cutting the branch will not kill the tree. The root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. It is to be roped, tied and pulled out, snapped out or pulled out entirely out from the earth cave, and the strength of the tree exposed, the source white and wet, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. What is the meaning of stanza 3? The lines are very, the stanzas are very big actually. Anyways, fourth stanza is very small. So what is the explanation of stanza 3? The first line emphasizes that to completely destroy a tree, its root must be pulled out. तो आपको roots जो roots है, ये आपको pull out करना होगा. You have to pull it out. Because the root is firmly anchored मतलब fixed, very firmly, very strongly fixed in the earth, giving the tree its strength and stability. तो आपने देखा होगा बड़ा जो पेड़ है, जैक फ्रूट, मैंगो, बैनियन ट्री, ओके, those trees, their roots are very strong and very firmly under the ground, under the earth, है ना? तो इसको आपको निकालना होगा. You have to pull it out, okay, because these roots actually give strength to the tree. ये roots ही है जो एक पेड़ को शक्ति देता है, strength देता है खड़ा होने के लिए, to stand, right? So that root is to be pulled out. To uproot the tree, it needs to be tied with ropes and pulled out forcefully. Now, it is not easy to pull out ropes with your hands. No, you need many people to do this job, and the roots that you see, these roots are to be tied. Even the whole tree has to be tied with a rope, and then you have to pull this. तो बहुत सारे लोग मिलके इसको pull करना होगा. Okay, many people will have to work and tie the entire tree, with rope, with the help of rope, and you will have to pull it, keep pulling it. Even some parts of the roots also have to be tied with a rope, and then you have to pull it very forcefully. Okay, the root may break suddenly or need to be completely pulled out from the ground. So these roots need to be pulled out from the ground completely, बिकॉज द रूट इज डीप इनसाइड द अर्थ. ये रूट जो है ऐसा नहीं कि it is only on the surface level. The roots are very deep. It has gone very deep inside the earth, very strong. So these roots have to be pulled out, okay? And the root is deep inside the earth like a hidden cave where it has remained for years. You see, banyan tree's lifespan is very very long. It lives for many years, okay? बहुत साल, 100 साल, 150 साल तक एक banyan tree जो है वो survive कर सकता है, even more also. If I take the example of a very strong banyan tree. So if you want to pull that out, that means you need a workforce. Not only that, you need to pull out the roots entirely out of the earth cave. तो ये गुफा जैसा है एक, जहाँ जिसके अंदर ये सारे roots है. It is just like a cave inside which there are all the the strong roots which are there rooted inside the earth. ठीक है? And these roots are there for, it has been there for many years. So you can imagine how strong these roots and the entire tree must be. So you need to pull the roots out along with the branch also. तो once the root is out, तो जैसे आपने इस root को pull out कर दिया, the true strength of the tree is revealed. तो tree जो है तब जाके ये tree it will be killed. Only then a tree can be killed. Or in other words, the tree will then die. So once you pull out the roots from the earth, only then the tree will die. Okay? The root is described as white and moist, wet. If you look at the lines again, I would like all of you to keep the textbook in front of you so that you understand better, okay? The root is described as white and moist, white and wet because it stays buried underground away from sunlight. See, the roots are not dry. It is white in color plus it is little wet, moist. Why? Because it is buried under the ground. It does not receive any sunlight. Roots को sunlight नहीं मिलता है और roots हमें पता है कि we give water to the roots, no? So automatically the roots are little wet, moist. Okay? And even white substance comes out of the root because it is wet. Okay? So this root is described as white and moist because it does not get any sunlight. So the root is very delicate and has been safely hidden inside the earth for a long time. This root is very delicate. Delicate means not strong. Delicate means something which is not strong. Okay? जो शक्तिशाली नहीं होता है. So we know if you compare branch of a tree with roots, you'll see branches are very stronger, but roots are not that much strong. So it is easy to pull out the root, right? It is not strong. So the roots have been there inside the earth for a long time, but you have to pull the root only if you want to kill the tree. Stanza 4, which is the last stanza, then the matter of scorching and choking, in sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting, withering, and then it is done. Okay, we will see the explanation now. So once the tree is uprooted, it slowly starts to wither. Wither matlab dry. So here it could mean die also. Wither का meaning यहाँ पे dry भी हो सकता है, die भी है और dry भी है, दोनों है. So once you uproot the tree, once you pull out the roots and you uproot the entire tree with the help of rope, the entire tree falls on the ground. ये पूरा tree जो है ये ज़मीन पे ऊपर गिर गया. Roots also all pulled out. Okay. Only then the tree can slowly die. Now it is not dead immediately. ये tree जो है ये immediately नहीं मरता है. Heat of the sun and wind cause the tree to dry up over time. So slowly the tree will dry. Because of the sun and wind, the tree will slowly become dry and then it will finally die. Just like we human beings. Right? We do not die immediately. Say a person meets with an accident or a person is ill, hospitalized. So that person does not die immediately. Slowly, that person dies. So in the same manner, when you uproot the tree and the tree falls down, still there is little life left in the tree. थोड़ा सा उसमें जान बाकी होता है. Okay? तो कैसे मरता है धीरे धीरे? Sun का जो heat है ये उसके ऊपर पड़ता रहता है. The heat of the sun keeps on falling on the tree and even the wind also. And then slowly the tree will die. ठीक है, धीरे धीरे करके वो इंसान मरता है. दैट इज़ वाई द लाइन दैट इज़ यूज्ड इन द पोम इज चोकिंग. चोकिंग मतलब गला दबाना. when you you know when oxygen goes out of your body you start choking. when you are not able to breathe, जब आप सांस नहीं ले पाते हैं तो we choke. in the same manner the tree is not able to breathe and then finally the tree dies. Okay, so over time the color of the tree starts to dry up and turn brown. तो ट्री का कलर धीरे धीरे, तो आपको कैसे पता चलेगा? हाउ विल यू नो दैट द ट्री इज रियली डेड? लुक एट द कलर ऑफ द ट्री. द ट्री विल स्लोली टर्न ब्राउन इन कलर. सो दे दैट इज द इंडिकेशन. वो इंडिकेशन है दैट द ट्री इज नाउ गोइंग टू डाई. ओके, ये वो इंडिकेशन है. ओके, द कलर ऑफ द ट्री. एंड स्लोली द ट्री कंटिन्यूज टू लूज द लाइफ और वाइटलिटी, ट्विस्टिंग एंड श्रिंकिंग एज इट स्लोली डाइज. तो आपने देखा होगा कि कोई इंसान भी जब मरता है उसका स्किन जो है धीरे धीरे उसका स्किन जो है वो रिंकल्स होता जाता है, रिंकल्स पड़ता जाता है उसके स्किन पे. एंड स्लोली द मैन डाइज. ओके, अ हेल्दी पर्सन डज नॉट डाई, बट अ मैन हु डाइज वेरी स्लोली, यू विल सी ओवर टाइम हिज स्किन हैज़ बिकम वेरी थिन. स्किन जो है, बॉडी जो है बहुत थिन, पतला होता जाता है. तो स्लोली द ट्री विल गो ऑन बिकमिंग फ्रॉम अ स्ट्रॉन्ग ट्री to a very patla tree. It will dry and the leaves will get dried up, the roots will get dried up. Okay, and it will die slowly. So finally the work is done, the tree dies completely. So finally आपका काम over हो जाएगा और you will be successful in killing the tree. So from this poem, now the poem ends here, okay, and I'm going to make here a small analysis. Now a small message or theme of the poem we are going to learn now, okay. But from your understanding of the poem, what do you feel? The poet has told us the process to kill a tree. क्या पोएट ने हमें प्रोसेस बताया कि इस तरीके से पेड़ को मारना चाहिए? नो, द पोएट इज नॉट एनकरेजिंग अस टू किल द ट्री. द पोएट इज हियर लीविंग अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग मैसेज that just like we human beings suffer, a tree also suffers when we kill the tree. So in a way, the poet has brought out the importance of trees. Poet ने एक पेड़ का importance हमें समझाया है through this poem. Okay, so let us learn a little bit on this. So what is the theme of the poem? The poem describes the slow and violent process of killing a tree. तो सबसे पहले तो we know that the poet is actually describing the process of killing a tree and this description is very violent. बहुत violent in nature हमें लगता है. Now the tree is portrayed as a living being. Living being मतलब यहाँ पे straight cut human being. There is no doubt about it. Okay, and the tree just like we human beings we are able to heal if we are injured. अगर हम injured हो जाते हैं, कोई कुछ accident होता है तो हम धीरे धीरे करके heal भी हो सकते हैं. Okay, तो in the same manner the tree can also heal and regenerate itself. एक पेड़ जो है वो एक लिविंग थिंग है और वो भी धीरे धीरे करके हील हो सकता है, रीजनरेट हो सकता है. The poem highlights the irreversible damage caused by humans to nature. Now this is what I was trying to explain you, that the poem, through this poem the poet has highlighted the damage that we human beings we cause to nature. The unnecessary cutting of trees to build shopping malls, buildings and all these things are actually affecting the nature only. And when nature is affected, we human beings are also affected, right? Now, this poem serves as a metaphor for environmental exploitation and its consequences. We are every day exploiting the environment, every day, polluting the environment, throwing garbages here and there, and most importantly, cutting the trees, which actually provides us a lot of things. We talk of oxygen, food, shelter also, shade. Okay, all these things are provided, and even trees form a balance in nature. Okay, when there is too much heat, actually trees actually help us a lot. Okay, in absorbing the heat also. And even trees, as we know, trees attracts clouds and this brings rain, right? So the poet explains this brilliantly by describing the painful process of cutting a tree. तो पोएट ने ये सब चीज़ें हम लोगों को बहुत पेनफुली समझाया है. ओके, एंड द पोएट in a way the poet, through the process of cutting a tree, poet हमें encourage नहीं कर रहा है. The poet is not encouraging us to cut a tree. The poet is not teaching us how to cut a tree. The poet is describing, indirectly the poet is describing that, see, just like human beings get pain when they receive any serious injury, in the same manner when a tree is cut, it also you know, gets a lot of pain, experiences a lot of pain. That is what the poet is trying to explain us through this poem on killing a tree. Okay, so this is the explanation and the general analysis, the theme of the poem on killing a tree by Gieve Patel. I hope all of you have understood very nicely. So that's all from me for today, and please subscribe to the channel, like and share my videos. And a very important announcement is there from me. The announcement I'm not going to make, please go and check it out from my Instagram handle. आप जाके Instagram handle से check कीजिए. मैंने story में भी डाल रखा है. I have put it in the story also. I have put it in the general post also. You can go and check it out regarding the English and additional English notes from classes 9 to 12. तो मैं क्लासेस 9 to 12 के नोट्स मैंने वेबसाइट पे तो डाल ही रखा है, बट इवन देन स्टूडेंट्स रिक्वायर अ लॉट ऑफ स्पेशल नोट्स. So for that, I have a special provision for all of you, so that you can again get the maximum benefit, okay, in your board exams. So you quickly go and follow me on Instagram, quickly go and follow me on my website. Okay, आप मेरे website को check करते रहिए time to time, and you can scan this QR code. Even the Instagram link and the website link is given in the description box. अब जल्दी जाइए, follow कीजिए और वो नोटिस आप देखिए. आई हैव ऑल्सो पुट द नोटिस ऑन माई यूट्यूब पोस्ट. आप यूट्यूब के पोस्ट में, कम्युनिटी पोस्ट में जाके चेक कीजिए. यू विल गेट द पोस्ट. इट इज़ रिगार्डिंग क्लास 9 to 12 notes. Okay, so that's all from me for today. Thank you so much for watching the video. With love from Omni Gyan, and all the best to all of you. Thank you so much.